welcome back to Lise Paper, and we are finally back with my October very not so daily. I was giving you a quick flip of the pages that were like facing this one that I was going to work on so we could see. I wanted it to kind of go with. So what I pulled out, I had stuck in there 2 years ago when I was about to do this page, and I must have had some idea in mind, but I didn't know what it was. So here I am trying to figure out what I could do with it. Maybe a flippy flap. I was really struggling. My mojo has not been here. I cut out a lot of time where I was struggling looking for ideas. I decided, let's not force this. Let's start with something fresh and find a different piece of paper because it just wasn't working for me. So irony of ironies, after I post that last video about what do I do when I have no mojo and I don't know what to do. And I think fall for me, I don't know if it's true for a lot of people. It's so busy with other life things, and my scrapbook mojo just kind of goes down. But I'm going to aim to record at least enough videos for me to post one of these a day until Halloween. That's the plan, because they're going to be short little ones. I won't do like more than a page or a spread at a time. So fingers crossed, we'll keep an eye out for that. I'm flipping through this paper pad and pulling out some papers that would work. I already had a 6x8 page protector there, so I was just going to go with that. I pulled out this paper pad because it did have some pinks, if you could see on the cover, and her little sweater in the picture is pink, but then when I pulled it out, the color on the actual papers was more like a purpley magenta, which didn't quite work, so I put that back away. And then I took a long break there to kind of go and look for some inspiration. And I really didn't find anything. I'm not scraplifting anything, but I did come up with an idea. I had planned to kind of like cluster a whole bunch of pumpkins down at the bottom where the pumpkins were. But then I looked through my stash and I didn't have a whole bunch of pumpkins. So I went with tearing. I'm very into tearing lately. And you can see here that I'm planning to put the photo off the side and cut it. But the way I tore it, I wanted to cover up the very bottom of the photo, but not cover up the pumpkin. So what I'm doing here is doing a little bit of strategic tearing. So it looks random, but it really doesn't. It serves a purpose. It covers up the bottom of the photo without covering up the pumpkins. Here I am trying to visualize what it's going to look like when I cut it off. Sometimes I have to throw a piece of paper on top of it like that to see. And kind of visualize it, because I have a hard time with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Use the tools you have. So here I go, throwing that on there. And cutting it off. Now this one, what I normally do when I mess it up here, I put that third thing of glue and I realized, oh, that's going to hang off the bottom, so I pulled it up. What I normally do if I don't know exactly where it needs to be, but I want glue along the bottom, is I will do this. I'll put 2 strips of glue on the top piece of paper and then 1 along the edge of the bottom piece of paper, so that way it does trap it in there. So that's a decent little tip there. You don't always have to put your glue or your tape on just the one piece of paper. You can use both of them. Trimming it up because that would annoy me. So now here I am. This is when I realized I was looking for pumpkins, and I did love this little cute one. I just didn't have enough pumpkins to really make a big, impactful cluster like I wanted. So my next thought was to make this like string of stuff, of embellishments down the right side there, because the the focal point of the image is on the right and it hangs off the right edge. So I felt like it would make a nice little like waterfall effect down the right side and leave the left side open with some like negative space. So I am embarrassed to admit how long I struggled with that. So that happy fall piece, apparently 2 years ago, it was a clear sticker and I had put it on a piece of white cardstock and fussy cut it out. And I did such a good job of fussy cutting it that here I am 2 years later thinking that it's a sticker that I needed to peel off the backing, and I could not for the life of me figure out why it wouldn't come off of the backing until it dawned on me. So now I'm just popping it up with some foam tape. And here's a little trick I like to do. If I need a thinner piece, I'll just cut a piece and then cut it in half that way. Just be careful. I have cut myself before. So while you watch me mess with that and find some more embellishments, I think I identified why I really am struggling also with this entire album, is that it's not all Halloween. clearly it's fall stuff too. It's picking pumpkins and yada, yada, yada. But all of the materials that I've pulled out are very Halloween focused. And so I kind of struggle to find appropriate embellishments. And that doesn't make it any easier when I'm already kind of struggling with the mojo. So here I go building my top to bottom. I love word strips. I was having a difficult time, so I kind of fell back on something that is easy and I don't know what the word is. Something that comes easily to me, I guess, is what I was getting at. So now the other thing is she has pink in her sweater. The other side of the spread was very traditional Halloween-y colors, greens and blacks and oranges and stuff, but I did want to bring in a little bit of the pink, so I did pull out this new Doodlebug sticker sheet that I had, so I pulled some pinks in there, and I wanted some more black up top. I'll get there in just a minute, adding this cute little pink heart, but because I have so much black with the Hello Fall and the faces on the jack-o'-lanterns, I wanted to bring some more up top as well, so I bring some down there. I promise you I do bring some up there at some point. I'm looking. So this is where it's starting to dawn on me. Like, it's real slim pickings for something that's not very, very Halloween-y. So I bring these Doodlebug guys out because they match the same collection. And I wanted, this way I can bring in some more pumpkins as I originally intended. So you see I'm kind of clustering everything kind of to the right there, above and below my husband. I like the dimension that these guys add, the shine. They're super cute. Super, super cute. So for all of my struggling, this page, I mean, it was very quick, as you can see. Now here I'm adding little black dots. There we are. We're bringing some black up top. And I realized that all the little black dots on this sheet were the same size, and I wanted a little bit of variety, so I pulled this out. I knew I had it. Throw those on there. So I think in the meantime I might pull some fall stuff to put with this so that I don't struggle quite so much next time. But we're about at the end here. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you back tomorrow with another quick little video from this album. I think I might have a spread tomorrow. At the end of this video, I will give you a sneak peek of the next photo I will be scrapping in this series, and it will go on the back of this 6x8. So here's your slow-mo so you can see it up close. In the end, I really like how it turned out. It feels very me. So that's that. Have a great scrappy week, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.